14, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Keep playing hard.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set 50, plant. Check 56. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Fine.
On first down, it's Clayton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Looking to throw. Knight. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run the counter. Clayton. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go. Out.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. No. Off. Big Ripper.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
They can't stop the franchise.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Twist.
On 2nd down now. It's Clayton. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Ready.
Off play action. Knight into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
It's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes.
And all the way in. Touchdown.
Good job, offense. Good job.
As his guys are in for 6. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Go.
On second down, it's Clayton, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Let's go. 91. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
There.
Back to throw. Knight. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
180. Mike 54. Watch the run. Watch the run.
1st down, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
No running backs in the backfield to help pass protect. All the receivers in their patterns. It's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
I'm coming after you.
Operating from the gun, Knight. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down.
54 Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. That's complete to DK Metcalf. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Touchdown.
DK Metcalf with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. Now, 1st quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You're not thinking you're going to get all of these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to be going to force everything.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
They'll run on 1st down. Clayton. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ready? 8, read. Watch time.
21-0 our score after 1.
4 down, 4 down. 15, 59. 59. Check, 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 check. Check, check.
On second down now, it's Clayton. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. The Jets on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Knight. That's more. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. This legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I'm coming! I'm coming! I'm coming! Spot!
On second down, it's Clayton. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Knight. And that will be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play there for New England. 47 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Mayfield now. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And again, it's Mayfield. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Mayfield with it once more. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. Normally, I'm the one kind of preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This
is intercepted. picked off at the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Clear.
On first down, Clayton. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of one, and that'll bring up a second and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They're in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
On third down, it's Clayton. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on fourth down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball.
He's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Let's go.
Now Mayfield. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here, and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Watch the pass.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No side of the field goal unit.
20, seal that, seal that, seal that. Double tight, double tight. My God.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he comes back with 1 complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll start up at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo. And that game tied at 7 in the second quarter. From there,
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 20. The 25. Out comes comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Let's go.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 35.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for them.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, right down the middle.
Well, defense are going to have to start doing something different because this guy's absolutely carving them up, especially down here in the red zone. He's been one of the top receiving tight ends here in the first half of the season.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New England defense gearing up to take the field. And they forced the fumble last time. Now 4 turnovers for this defense. They've been darn good.
It's become a feeding frenzy, hasn't it? I mean, almost like the sharks. They descend upon their prey. That's what they've done this entire game. 4 takeaways, they preach it, and today they're living it.
Well, when you have that many, you probably think, all right, well, we'll just get another one now, right?
That's how it works. Everyone feels like, if I didn't get one, I'm doing something wrong.
Ready.
Throwing on first down. Knight. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche that's coming right on top of them. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing,
it's been fun.
That's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's hoping to keep it going here in the third quarter. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Real. One touch.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Thomas.
Run.
And shutting him off. Now open field. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Show that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just...
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns, running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone. We saw evidence of that on that play.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes outside, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. You might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
All day.
Off the play fake. Knight. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question is, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? You go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Thomas. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
First down pickup of 8.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Still first down.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Thomas. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
At the 26-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Thomas. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. I was pretty surprised when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a good run to help yourself out on the next down.
It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Let's set a tone.
Here's Mayfield. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. DK Metcalf with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love move and able to catch it and try and get upfield. Yardage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Knight. And taking it across midfield. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Hey, we got to get this
here this second half. 1st and 10. It's a first down throw that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1.
outside coming, outside
And
coming.
he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Jets on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to...
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. But you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be second and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
On second down, it's Thomas. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
I know you feel that.
It's a loss of 2, now third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
We got
this. It's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. This is Thomas. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming
3
again.
yards, and now it's second down.
180. Mike's by 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Thomas. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
Come on.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up fourth down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this In the air. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because